We have some really super hardcore and intense energetic activations coming at us this weekend. There could be some very powerful and transformational conversations going on, some really intense dialogues or information or things that we're finding out. There's also a major emphasis on relationships, relationship dynamics going on this weekend, and also like a very strong highlight on creative energy as well and the things that we are working on and creating at this point in time. So lots and lots of astrology to talk about. This is likely to be a very like pinnacle weekend maybe in some type of a way. But let's jump into the report. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Today is Friday, February 11th, 2022. My name is Aubrey and this is your astrological outlook for the weekend. In this report, I'm going to be talking about the energy for today, Friday, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, the 13th. And I will have them broken down into the timestamps in the description box in this video if you just want to watch day by day or as you need to for whatever reason. So let's not waste too much time today. There's a lot to talk about. Let's get into the energetics. Let's get into the report. I was sort of prefacing this day in my report yesterday because this day on Friday, these activations that we have underway, a very, very big like pinnacle moment, sort of like I said, in our transformative process at this point in time and our process of breaking ourselves free to align with a direction going forward that is much more synonymous with our authentic truth, our authentic desires, what we really want at this period of time, and the potential that we have to create in that energy once we get there. So today, Friday, let's just go. It is a very intense and powerfully transformative day. And again, it's crazy, guys, because this is being reflected in the numerology once again, just of the date itself. If you've been following my work, you know that I've been like pointing out that on days like as 2021 was closing up and as we've been heading into 2022 and ever since we've been there, when there is like a significance on the 222 numerology or just multiples of 2 in the numerology, whether it be in the dates or the degree placement or the times or whatever, however it's playing out, I've noticed that there has been a corresponding very significant astrological activation taking place on those specific dates or at those times or with those degree placements indicating this numerology. And considering that we're in this 2022 year and we're also in the transition into the age of Aquarius, and the fact that also our new moon in Aquarius lined up with the first day of February of 2022, the first day of the 222 month of this 222 year, it's just been like giving me this very strong feeling that when we have this numerology in effect, these activations are synchronistically happening and they're big and they're critical in our energetic transition into the age of Aquarius and, you know, aligning with that true soul fulfillment, which is what all of these twos in this 2022 year is ultimately about and leading us towards. So again, let's talk about this. I mean, it is the second month. It's the 11th day of this 2022 year. 11, that's like the number of reflection. And it also is, it breaks down into a 2. And it also, 11 also reminds me of the sign of Gemini and the twins and the symbol that's associated with the sign of Gemini and that mirror reflection. And we have Mercury, the ruler of Gemini, forming an exact conjunction for the third time because of his retrograde plot process to Pluto in the sky today, while we also have the moon transiting the sign of Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury. Very, very much bringing up these Mercury Gemini themes today, these couplings, these twins, these polarities and these pairings alongside of this numerology and these aspects that we have going on. So just on the surface value, this being another 222 highlight day numerologically, and we also have these very significant, very powerful energetic activations going on that definitely are playing a critical role in our energetic transcendence into these new Aquarian frequencies, into this new age of Aquarius. So We may find ourselves today as well reflecting on where we've been and where we have headed and where we're heading now as sort of like an underlying theme of the day and this weekend. There is also a huge emphasis, like I said, and again, I feel like this is being reflected by the numerology and the 11 and all of this Gemini Mercury energy that we have going on today on relationships, partnerships, pairs, couplings, soulmates, twin flames, best friends, and like dynamic duo type of connections, types of energy that we have going on. Important and significant connections, meetings, conversations might be happening during this energy, a very prominent theme for that as well. And also, the flip side of this, breakdowns and transitions in relationships might also be happening now, and it may be happening in very like sudden and unexpected ways because things are really being rectified and realigned right now in a way that is eventually going to set us on a course to align ourselves with achieving a higher level of fulfillment and personal authentic soul expression than we have experienced, at this point in our lives so far. And it's taking us out of situations that we may have needed up until this certain point to get us to this launch pad essentially. But now we really have to stand on our own 2 feet, and we really need to cultivate the value that we hold inside of us and this authentic potential. And universe is bringing in new connections that are mirroring this matured version of our wants, our needs, our desires, and our expectations for ourselves and our lives going forward. There are new connections coming in right now. There are old connections falling away, but there is definitely an emphasis today and this weekend on these relationships, these pairings, these partnerships, these divinely orchestrated connections, these twin flames, these soulmates, these mirror reflections, and a co-creating energy, very strong ability as well to really collaborate and co-create with God and the divine, and a fusing and emerging of the divine feminine and the divine masculine energies and archetypes within us as well, bringing us to this greater state of balance and wholeness. Another side of this 222 energy. So this type of thing very much playing out today. Important and significant connections very much coming in. Also necessary breakdowns happening. Super intense mental energy though today, you guys. And there may be some very deep, very intense, very profound, very powerful, transformational written or verbal expressions or experiences going on today as well. So all that said, all that out of the way, let's talk about the specifics of the aspects now. So there's a lot going on and a lot feeding into this energy, but it's really all sort of fused and working together today in this powerhouse of mental breakthrough, mental transformation, mind shift energy. So number one, like I said, we have Mercury and Pluto coming to an exact conjunction together for the 3rd time in the sign of Capricorn. Mercury went retrograde in Aquarius, retrograded back, conjuncted Pluto, continued retrograding, stationed direct. Well, actually, Mercury first conjuncted Pluto on his way to Aquarius, stationed retrograde in Aquarius, came back and conjuncted Pluto again on his way back through Capricorn, and now is conjuncting Pluto for the 3rd time as he heads back into the sign of Aquarius. What this is telling me is that any ideas, any thoughts, anything that we've been moving towards and working towards mentally that needed some type of reevaluation, that we had to go back and reconsider in order to really be able to find a way to ground those ideas into reality. The information is coming, the ideas are coming, the solutions are coming now, that we are really going to be able to take this new mindset, take this new understanding of whatever we've been moving towards and whatever we've been working with, and really begin to ground those ideas into reality moving forward as just another side of this energy. But with the retrograde and the 3rd hit aside, Mercury and Pluto coming to a conjunction in Capricorn, this is the most intense possible, penetrating mental energy for getting to the bottom of issues that have been going on in our actual physical lives. Like I said, this is fixing the problems for us that are going to allow us to move forward into that new future based in that authentic alignment, going back into Aquarius. research, investigations, like mystery solving, problem solving, getting to the root of it, getting to the core of it, figuring out what's been going on the surface, what the real issue is, coming to a genuine solution and not like a symptom solver or a band-aid like remedy, nothing like that. This is like really solving these core issues and it's also, as a side effect of that, exposing a lot of hidden things right now and abuses of power and corruption that's been going on, specifically in terms of like government leadership, upper management with bosses, authority figures, or having to do with money or relationships, and also possibly media organizations, conglomerations, and things having to do also with news and information and social media as well, because this is Mercury and Gemini that we're talking about, which rules information going back and forth, news, media, social media, all of that type of stuff with Mercury and Pluto coming together in the sign of Capricorn. This is like physical, actual things that we are finding out that is vastly changing our perspective, transforming our viewpoint, transforming our mindset on stuff, and allowing us to actually be freed to move forward in a new direction, a radically new direction that is in alignment with the authentic truth. Mercury will head into Aquarius right after this, and we have Saturn, the ruler of Capricorn, where this is going on in the sign of Aquarius right now as well, ruling the future and that authentic alignment, where we're going, where we're heading. Also, very, very powerful mental shifts and transformations, as I've mentioned, happening now to help us break free from toxic mental energy or negative thinking or thought patterns, mental conditioning, and also like obsessive and compulsive thoughts might be coming up right now as well. But this energy is really helping us to begin to transcend and break through and break free and break away from that. Now, there's another aspect, another dynamic to this energy that we have going on today, and that is that moon in Gemini, ruled by Mercury, pointing directly to the Mercury-Pluto conjunction today, will also be forming a almost exact conjunction to the black moon when Mercury and Pluto form their exact to the minute conjunction. The black moon, this is a lot like Pluto. This is also our mind aligned to the darkness, and it is surfacing these shadow side issues, these darker thoughts, these like subconscious compulsions, and these like our subconscious programming that has been unhealed and unresolved and unintegrated, bringing up these problems, these fears, these doubts, these worries, these insecurities, so that we can really gain an idea of where we're at right now and what we need to release and move away from, head out of, transcend out of, be phoenix rising out of, as in order to move forward down this new path in this authentic alignment with us. Very much, mentally, this is energy today with the moon and the black moon conjuncting in Gemini, while we have Mercury and Pluto conjuncting in Capricorn, that may really have us facing and transcending some very, very deep fears and subconscious shadow side issues. Mentally, we may be, and we are, with this energy going on in the darkness today, staring into the shadows of our own psyches and the experiences, realizing the experiences that energy, that dynamic, that patterning, that programming has actually created for us in our lives and our experiences. And the thing about the energy today, though, like I said, we are actually, like, this is coming up because we are letting go of it. We are surrendering to this process and we are transcending out of it. And all that is happening now is actually like it's destined, and it's in this fated alignment for our growth and for our self-empowerment. It's all happening in this really crazy and synchronistic alignment with this divine and higher plan that is folding out alongside of this energy. And we know that because the exact Mercury-Pluto conjunction that we have going on while the moon is transiting in Gemini and conjuncting the black moon, it's also in an exact aspect, a sextile and a trine to the north and the south nodes of the moon. Destiny and karma, the future and the past, what we're being pulled towards, the direction that we're moving, and what we were releasing and letting go of in order to get there. The south node, what we're releasing and letting to go of in order to get there, is in Scorpio, ruled by Pluto, in this conjunction with Mercury. Also reflecting back on that moon in Gemini in the conjunction to the black moon, like that is what we are releasing in this energy, being in the exact exact sextiles. Sextiles facilitate things. They help things to happen. They assist. This is energy, divinely aligned energy, assisting us to release and let go of and move away from these shadow side toxic thought patterns and issues and subconscious programming that has been holding us back from going through this creative process that is authentically aligned with the truth of our real genuine potential, with the North Node in Taurus in the exact trine as well. This rebirth of the mind that we're experiencing right now is to bring us down a new path, a new direction aligned with our authentic truth and our ability to truly create and build a fulfilling life and experience for ourselves in that energy. Number 3, another thing that we have going on today. And that is number 3. Sorry, I skipped ahead of my notes. Yeah, that is number 3. The fact that we have this trine going on in this sextile. And another thing that we have going on today that is also telling us that this is actually facilitating our ability to move in this new authentically aligned direction is that moon in Gemini. While it is conjuncting the black moon, shortly before that, it's also forming a trine to the sun in Aquarius. And that sun in Aquarius is wanting us to align on that real spiritual level, our energy body, our what makes us grow, what makes us thrive with the Aquarian frequencies. This alignment with our higher truth and our authenticity and the creative potential that represents, and our unique and individual self-expression, and how that can propel us forward into creating a dream, the life of our dreams going into the future. With the moon in Gemini also forming the trine to the sun today, this is also that is the bigger story that is being facilitated in this energy. So there are fated alignments, discoveries, and understandings, and transformations, of course, Pluto, the planet of transformation, that are happening now to align us with our higher truth. This is all being assisted and facilitated, and it may seem, especially with the black moon energy and Mercury and Pluto together, really dark and scary, but honestly, this is an ego death. That's what this is. And that can feel very dark and scary, but it's a rebirth as well. And the birthing process, the same thing can be said for that, but it's a birthing process back into original, organic, authentic alignment and potential. And this is just what is required in order to achieve that realignment, that recalibration. We have to conquer and transcend our own darkness so that we know how to navigate this paradigm shift in a way that helps other people to find their light. Because at the end of the day, that's how this happens. It's one by one. It's a massive snowball effect. And in the age of Aquarius, it is very, very much about the self-empowered individual. But it is also very, very much about how that self-empowered individual reflects on the overall whole. 11, the number of today, and in this new moon in Aquarius cycle, and what fate, what space, what void, what piece of the puzzle that unique individual empowered piece of personal authentic creativity, self-expression is filling in serving the overall whole and receiving this abundance that lifts the frequency of the planet and the collective. This is how this transcendence, this evolution into the age of Aquarius happens. It's one at a time, and we are learning to face our own darkness, to see the light through the darkness so that we can be an example for others going through this same process. Again, we are on a hero's journey. Chiron has been so important this year, and part of the Chiron archetype, part of the master archetype, it's the wounded healer teacher. It's going through these experiences, mastering our own darkness, transcending our own states of victimhood, coming into that place of self-empowerment and self-mastery, and then being a guiding light for others who are still stuck in the darkness so that they can find their own light. And that also is, just a major aspect of what we're waking up to and this energy right now, and why we are being pitted up against the dark at this point in time in this energy. It is all about today, though, big time mind shifts, mental like alchemy, mental activity, conversations, debates, arguments, power struggles, and fights also might come up right now. And we may feel like there's a powerful force that is sort of standing against us or standing against our ideas, but it is pushing us to stand in our power, make a change, and defend what we truly love and what we truly value. Intensity and an element of danger or dominance or risk taking, definitely standing in our power, though, is also being represented synchronistically by the Sabian symbols today as well. I want to talk about the Sabian symbols of a couple of the planets today. Before I move into the energy for Friday, because they're speaking about it as well. And the Sabian symbols are a group of energetics that describe each and every one of the 360 degrees of the zodiac. And whenever a planet is at a specific point making an aspect, we can look at the Sabian symbol, and it provides an extra layer of clarity for understanding like the whole story of what's truly unfolding in these activations that we have going on. And today it's very interesting because we have the sun coming in at 23 degrees of Aquarius. That Sabian symbol is a big bear sitting down, waving all of its paws, fiercely defending what we are attached to and what we are like aligned with at this point in time. We have the Earth today at 23 degrees of Leo. In a circus, a bareback rider displays her dangerous skill. There, we might feel like whatever we're doing right now, we're taking a risk. But again, she's self-empowered and she's confident and she believes in herself and her abilities, and she knows that she can master any skill that she tries to perform. Same with the bear. He knows that he's in the power. He's not really threatened. He's on just like offense or whatever. I mean, I guess I don't really know the scenario, but he's defending whatever it is that his values are and that his loyalties are and that he's protecting. And then we also have Saturn right now at 17 degrees of Aquarius, a watchdog standing guard, defending his master and possessions. Again, this sort of same exact theme of really defending our loyalties, defending our value. And at this point in time, I really feel like these are references to defending this transformational process and this authentic alignment that we are coming back into at this point in time, and really not letting anything take this process of growth away from us. There also could be like some very sexual tension going on today, or relationship dynamics definitely being highlighted. Also, I feel like there's going to be an inner child healing in regards to relationships coming at us energy-wise this weekend as well. We have Venus and Mars only 1 degree apart, only 1 degree separated on Friday, and they're moving into exact conjunction tomorrow. But Venus today is at 15 degrees of Capricorn. That Sabian symbol is in a children's ward in a hospital filled with toys. And I do feel like whatever is going on with Venus and Mars right now in this conjunction and this relationship dynamic energy, I feel like it is having some type of healing effect on our inner child in one way or another, just because of the way that this energy is representing. Also, the degree of the Mercury and Pluto conjunction itself today cannot be understated. 28 degrees of Capricorn is where these two planets are conjoining in the sky today, and that Sabian symbol is a large aviary. So this is definitely, this entire thing is about freeing our mind to align with that higher truth of being able to really express ourselves and spread our wings and rise into our true authentic potential. It's freeing our mind to align with the truth of our heart. That is what this comes down to, especially with the North Node in that trine to these planets at 28 degrees of Taurus, a woman pursued by mature romance. We know what we want now. We know what we are taking, what we are no longer accepting, and the value that we hold inside of us. And we're ready for our relationships to be a reflection of this refined sense of inner value that we hold within us now. And this whole thing is about freeing our mind to align with the authentic truth of our heart. And one more thing before I move on to Saturday that I just wanted to mention, this degree where Mercury and Pluto are conjoining today is also the degree of the Pluto return for the United States chart, the US chart, the birth chart. And so some of the information that might be coming out today, information, messaging, deep, dark secrets coming out in like news or media now that somehow activate some type of revolutionary spirit going on in America, just because this is a Pluto return of the United States. This is 1776 vibes, and with Mercury lining up here today and the moon in Gemini, we could definitely be getting like a spark lit and like a revolutionary energy coming through in whatever is transpiring right now in news, media, something to do with the US. So now let's move on to the energy for Saturday. Holy smokes, we got another really powerful day on Saturday, although very, very different vibes going on Saturday. There is a huge blast of spiritual healing energy coming in on Saturday, assisting us to transcend our past. Things that we began letting go of yesterday, it's like we're being liberated from them on a spiritual level almost on Saturday. And we're really starting to align with and become this new version of ourselves. They're also like, okay, first of all, on Saturday, we have the moon moving into Cancer. The moon will be forming a trine to Jupiter in Pisces. Spiritual truths. There's definitely this alignment, this facilitation with this expanded sense of spiritual truth, and it's providing some type of nurturing for us on Saturday coming through in the energy. This is really beautiful. And then the moon will actually move to oppose Venus and Mars. And so relationships who are coming into an exact conjunction on Saturday, they're making their first exact contact, and they're going to be in a conjunction for quite a while, but this is the first exact conjunction that is coming in. And, you know, there could be some really like expansive, emotional feeling energy today in regards to relationships going on. There is also this reintegration of the divine feminine and divine masculine energies happening within us now that is really beginning. It's been building, but it really starts kicking off on Saturday, and is bringing us into this much greater state of wholeness and self-empowerment and creative potential, which is another side of what we are growing into right now. There is also a lot, you guys, a lot of like sexual energy and creative energy happening on Saturday that is really likely to manifest physically. Like it's one of those kind of days. New relationships also, or relationships that are coming into fruition right now, that are beginning right now, are for real, like the real deal. And these are divine alignments coming in, and they may be happening like suddenly out of absolutely nowhere, with Venus and Mars coming into an exact conjunction in, you know, still a trine to Uranus. It's not that exact, but it's definitely still there. But passions are definitely running very high on Saturday. Sexual tension may be a powerful motivating factor, and energy generally, just sexual tension or sexual energy might be very motivating force today in whatever, very strong vibration in whatever is going on. And again, there also may be this aspect of inner child healing happening, because this conjunction is happening at 15 degrees of Capricorn, and that Sabian symbol is in a hospital, a children's ward filled with toys. So it's like this like joyful, fun experience that is healing our inner child in one way or another that could be coming through with this energy on Saturday. But whatever happened yesterday is definitely moving us in the direction of pursuing and manifesting our true passions and our true desires, with the day after that energy, Venus and Mars coming into the conjunction, and Jupiter in the trine with the moon. If you haven't made any significant new connections yet, this is also very, very good energy for manifesting with God, with spirit, with universe, soulmates, telling God, telling universe, telling spirit exactly what you want, deciding and believing in lost opportunities and endless possibilities right now. You can manifest your true soulmate in this energy if you know what you want, if you are certain on that, and if you communicate it, and if you believe that it's coming and that it's possible. Universe is trying to bring us what will bring us authentic fulfillment right now. And if you haven't experienced it yet, if you align with these frequencies, you are sure to going forward. Now let's talk about Sunday. I'm getting near the end of the clock. I gotta get through this quickly. I'm sorry if I'm talking super fast today. Sunday, wait, I was supposed to say a couple more things about the Sabian symbols on Saturday. So Saturday, we have the sun at 24 Aquarius, a man turning his back on his passions teaches deep wisdom from his experiences. Again, this is referencing the ego death and the true soul alignments coming in. 24 Leo, the position of the earth, totally concentrated upon inner spiritual attainment. A man is sitting in a state of complete neglect of his physical body. Again, this is this huge spiritual infusion coming in that is pushing us to align with our authentic truth. We have a woman reading tea leaves, the position of Mercury, and we have an aviator in the clouds, the position of Jupiter. So those are fitting right along with those energetics as well. On Sunday, you guys, Sunday the 13th, we may be talking to people about changing our lives in some way. That may be an aspect of the energy going on. We have a very dreamy energy going on Sunday that does become more intense though as the day goes on. We start out with the moon and trine to Neptune, and then it's moving into an opposition with Pluto and Mercury in Capricorn. There might be more very powerful conversations going on Sunday and decisions happening today. And again, this sexual energy, this creative energy is very strong again. It's like whatever connections are coming in and are happening now, they are really, really sparking something in us and helping us to heal that inner child again. Venus moves to 16 degrees of Capricorn on Sunday, a gymnasium filled with boys and girls in gym suits. And after making the first contact with Mars yesterday, again, this is really bringing up that sexual energy, sparking that sexual tension. Mercury is at 30 degrees of Capricorn on Sunday, and that Sabian symbol is a secret meeting of men responsible for world affairs. We are taking control over our lives and our affairs and our world with whatever transformation, mental shift went on for us over the past couple days. We may also feel like the journey that we are embarking on now may be long and harsh and perilous, but we know, we believe, and we trust that we actually have the resources within us that we need to persevere through this. The Earth on Sunday is at 25 degrees of Leo. What's happening on the ground? That Sabian symbol is a large camel crossing a vast and forbidden desert. It's a long, perilous, harsh condition journey, but that camel literally has everything that it needs inside of itself to make it through. And that is what we are being, that is how we are enduring as we take this journey, as we head in this direction, as we navigate this new energy. And whatever is going on right now, whatever is happening for us on Sunday, for sure, is based on a transformation and a metamorphosis in alignment with our personal spiritual expansion and enlightenment and a liberated mind. We have the sun, the position of the sun on Sunday, 25 degrees of Aquarius, a butterfly with the right wing more perfectly formed, the right wing, the right brain, the spiritual epicenter of our mind, of our brain, of this mental energy that's being indicated again, an expanded, more perfect version of our ability to connect to the spiritual guidance, the spiritual energy, our higher selves, and form an alignment with that truth that we can use to navigate and carry ourselves forward into creating this much more fulfilling reality, life, and experience for ourselves going forward. So big time energy coming in this weekend, you guys. Very powerful, very transformative, huge emphasis on relationships, creative energy, rebirth for sure. And it is moving us in the right direction. And this stuff is fated. This stuff is destined. It's divinely aligned, and it's for our expansion and our growth into an alignment with our higher self and our true potential. So no matter what it looks like on the surface right now, we need to hold to our faith, surrender to the process, and keep our mind and our eye on the prize of where we're going and what we want it to look like after all of the cards fall and all of this is finished. So that's what I have for my report today, you guys. I hope I was able to provide something of value to you that can help you navigate your experiences this weekend. I'm sorry that I was talking so fast. I just wanted to make sure to get everything in. Please like this video if you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel, you guys. Share it with your friends. Leave me comments and have a beautiful weekend. And I will see everybody back here for Monday. We got a full moon coming up. See you guys then. Bye.